Hi there! Ever wondered why the sun suddenly disappears in the middle of the day? Or why the moon turns an eerie red, transforming into what is known as a blood moon? In this video, we're going to explain everything about solar and lunar eclipses. Let us investigate how eclipses happen, how often they occur, and why they have been captivating us for centuries. So, grab your eclipse glasses, sit back, and let's uncover the mysteries of the cosmos together. An eclipse is a celestial event that occurs when one celestial body moves into the shadow of another. This phenomenon temporarily blocks light from a source like the sun. The two main types of eclipses are solar eclipses and lunar eclipses. Solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes directly between the Earth and the sun, blocking some or all of the sun's light. Solar eclipses can be of three different types: total solar eclipse, partial solar eclipse, and annular solar eclipse. A total solar eclipse happens when the moon completely covers the sun, casting a shadow on Earth and turning day into night briefly. It occurs in the narrow path of the moon's shadow, called the path of totality. During a partial solar eclipse, only part of the sun is obscured by the moon. This is seen over a broader area than a total eclipse, but the sun is not entirely covered. During an annular eclipse, the sun, moon, and Earth are perfectly aligned, but the moon is at its farthest point away from Earth. The moon has an elliptical orbit, which varies its distance from Earth by 30,000 miles. This larger distance prevents the moon from entirely blocking out our view of the sun. Instead, we still see a ring of light around the edge of the moon. Solar eclipses occur during a new moon phase when the sun, moon, and Earth align in a straight line. However, eclipses don't occur every new moon. This is because the moon's orbit around the Earth is tilted about 5 degrees relative to the Earth's orbit around the sun. This means the sun, Earth, and moon only perfectly align during specific times. Solar eclipses happen 2 to 5 times a year, but total solar eclipses are rarer in specific locations. A total solar eclipse at the same spot on Earth might occur only once every 360 to 410 years. Throughout history, solar eclipses have been seen as awe-inspiring events with religious, cultural, and scientific significance. Ancient civilizations often associated them with divine events or omens. Today, they allow scientists to study the sun's corona and other phenomena. During a total lunar eclipse, the Earth moves directly between the sun and the moon, casting a shadow on the moon. The Earth's shadow has two parts, the umbra and the penumbra. The umbra is the darkest, central part of the shadow, where all direct sunlight is blocked. Penumbra is the lighter outer shadow, where the sun is partially obscured. When the moon enters the umbra during a total eclipse, it should theoretically go dark because Earth blocks all direct sunlight. However, instead of turning completely black, the moon often takes on a reddish or coppery hue, often called a blood moon. A blood moon occurs during a total lunar eclipse, and its distinctive red color is caused by the way Earth's atmosphere scatters sunlight. When the moon is in Earth's shadow, sunlight still reaches it, but it is filtered through Earth's atmosphere. Earth's atmosphere bends and refracts this sunlight. Since most of the shorter wavelength blue light is scattered in all directions, primarily the longer wavelength red light passes through and reaches the moon. The exact shade of red depends on several factors. If there is a lot of dust, smoke, or pollution in Earth's atmosphere, the moon can appear a darker red. The higher the moon is in the sky, the less atmospheric interference there is, which might make the red color brighter. In a partial eclipse, only a portion of the moon passes into the Earth's umbra, the darkest part of its shadow. The partial eclipse can vary in how much of the moon is covered, depending on how much of the moon enters the umbra. A lunar eclipse only happens when the sun, Earth, and moon are aligned, which is why it only occurs during a full moon. The moon's orbit around the Earth is slightly tilted, about 5 degrees, which is why eclipses don't happen every full moon. Usually, the moon is slightly above or below the Earth's shadow. Lunar eclipses can occur to 2-4 times a year, but total lunar eclipses are less common than partial or penumbral ones. Unlike solar eclipses, lunar eclipses are visible from anywhere on Earth where the moon is above the horizon during the eclipse. Lunar eclipses can last for several hours. The totality phase of a total lunar eclipse, where the moon is fully within the umbra, can last up to 1 hour and 40 minutes. The entire event can take around 3 to 4 hours. Throughout history, lunar eclipses have been interpreted as significant celestial events. In many cultures, they were seen as omens or signs from the heavens. Lunar eclipses are now understood as predictable natural phenomena, providing opportunities for astronomical study, such as observing the Earth's shadow and atmospheric conditions. Thanks for watching my video on eclipses. I hope you found it informative and useful.